Hi, this is Tom from tombell.co. In this video I'm going to start a series on explaining the training intensity zones of heart rate and power, and we're going to start in this video with Zone 1. So what exactly is Zone 1? Well, as the name suggests, Zone 1 is the first zone in the intensity scale that generally goes up to around 6 or 7 depending on which coach's method you employ. It's the easiest intensity zone that you can ride in and generally starts at around 73 to 75% of maximum heart rate and any intensity that's around 60% or lower of your FTP or functional threshold power. I've got another video here which talks about how you can set and find your functional threshold power. So with this training zone being so easy and so low in intensity, why would you actually want to train in it? Well, there are a few purposes to Zone 1 training. The first of these is for distinct recovery rides, which are generally around 1 to 2 hours in length and are executed at this Zone 1 low intensity to facilitate recovery. What Zone 1 does is just gets the muscles moving but in a non-stressful way and removes any of the toxins that have built up from a previously stressful workout from the muscles. The second purpose of Zone 1 training again is for recovery, but this time that recovery comes between hard intervals. It's been convincingly shown that riding in Zone 1 as opposed to having a completely passive recovery between intervals is the best way to recover and better remove the fatigue metabolites that are built up when you go hard. This will mean that you'll be ready to go again quicker and you'll be better recovered when the next interval rolls around. If you completely stop rather than use Zone 1 in between intervals, then sometimes your legs can feel a little bit more seized up and you just won't recover quite as well. That's been my experience anyway. You can also use Zone 1 as actual training rather than recovery. As long as a workout's long enough, and that means typically for most people around 3 hours or more, and if you're more experienced probably 4 or 5 hours, then it can be enough to stimulate peripheral adaptations such as increased mitochondria and a stronger heart muscle that come as a function of time spent exercising rather than raw intensity. That's why longer, lower intensity endurance rides are always an important part of any athlete's training plan. You can combine Zone 1 and Zone 2 in a longer workout to do a similar thing, but the Zone 2 will allow you to push on a little bit more, whereas the Zone 1 will allow you to ride for longer. Please check out the blog post for even more detail on what Zone 1 is actually about, as well as some example workouts that you can do. Thanks again, and I'll catch you on another video soon.